Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Brookhaven Country Club Farmers Branch, Texas, just outside of Dallas for the DUPR Collegiate National Championship. John Laser, privileged to be alongside Max Nadald as we again bring you this showcase of pickleball. And Max, first and foremost, great to be with you as we look at our championship court and our opening match today, Drury University, University of Wisconsin Whitewater. But before we get into the specifics of this 8-9 matchup, just the largesse of this event. 64 teams. They played through pool play yesterday, seeded into a March Madness format bracket. We're going to play all the way to a Final Four situation today. 8 matches. You and I will have them all for you. Tomorrow we crown a national championship. You've played in this event. I have to imagine you're astonished by where we sit today and the growth of what it has become.
Yeah, John, I think it's exciting to be here today, but I think we're going to see some amazing pickleball. I think the level has really grown in the last couple of years since this event started, and there's been a lot of players and teams coming out of the works, and they've really put together some solid teams that I think we're going to have some great matchups today.
Of course, this event really getting things started. The MLP playoffs are going on around us as well. I welcomed you to Brookhaven Country Club, but really this entire area has been transformed for what will be a festival and celebration of pickleball this week. Just walking up to our center here for the DUPR Collegiate National Championship, you just can't help but be taken in with all the sights and sounds. And talking with all of these teams, as you look at Drury University, that team average DUPR of 4.251, none of them really, even the top teams, have been on a stage like this before, but certainly when you look at an 8-9 matchup here between Drury and Wisconsin Whitewater, those nerves are going to be a factor this morning.
Absolutely. I think for many of these players, they haven't been in a tournament like this before with this much pressure and this much on the line, and they're playing for their team. So I think what it's going to take coming out here to make a run in the tournament is being able to handle those nerves, create scoreboard pressure early, and really control the game from the start.
Well, let's meet the competitors from these two fine institutions. You saw the average DUPR for University of Wisconsin Whitewater, just about an hour south of Madison, Wisconsin. For those familiar with that region of the country, the Warhawks are the 8 seed in the West region, and their 4 competitors for gender doubles, Jordan Oakes, Colton Thielman. We'll see them in men's doubles. The players you're watching warm up at the moment. Top of your screen, that's Ashley Ulsett and her partner in the all-black. Bottom of the screen, Sarah Sowinski. There is a 5th member of this team, Paige Linneman. She may be in action in mixed doubles. I chatted with her just a few moments ago. She was not sure. It will depend on the outcome of gender doubles. You see the DUPR there for Ashley Ulsett, 3.445. And again, the stronger DUPRs for this team, kind of, there you see, unbalanced. Sarah Sowinski carrying a 4.629, so pretty clear to see who the dominant player on this team will be.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle that going forward, who they want to target, where they're going to play the ball, if they'll go off DUPR or if they'll get into the game and see how it feels, who they want to go to. But it'll be interesting to see how they'll handle that.
Looking at the DUPR of Ava Samberger, 4.146. That is Samberger currently striding across the bottom of your screen as we warm up with some serves. Her partner for women's doubles, Elizabeth Matas Martin. The men will be comprised of Kyle Morris and Will Lieberman. This is a Drury program that is certainly unique, not only in its construction, but its operation. They have a full-time head coach, Jared Smith, who has an extensive background in both tennis and pickleball. They travel extensively, they recruit, they offer scholarships, kind of offering, I think, Max, a glimpse into what the future of college pickleball will be.
Totally, I agree. I think it brings a new game, having coaches there to help with strategy, with nerves, and giving advice to the teams of how they should go forward into the match. So I think the coach brings a unique aspect to the team.
Well, we are not a crew of 2 coming to you this morning. Keith Maynard is with us as well. He'll be doing all the heavy lifting for us on the production side today. We certainly appreciate all of the effort that has gone into bringing us here this morning, and that certainly includes our great friends from DUPR, Jacob Smith, Hunter Iono, Fern Bennett, the rest of the crew. They told me they've been here into the wee hours getting this venue set up for today. It certainly looks like it. We've got a giant bracket where the teams, after they win, can fill out their names. And as someone, Max, that has been associated with March Madness in the past, this event now really represents that. It carries that same kind of mystique with it as I walked in here today.
Yeah, it totally does, and I think we're going to have similar feel to the March Madness, where we're going to have some upsets today. I think it's anybody's game and match here coming into this tournament. Lots of different players from lots of different places playing in different styles, and none of them have really seen each other. They do play these regionals leading up to the national championship, but many of them only come to the regionals that are close by them, and so they don't get to see the talent from different places across the country. So I think it's a unique experience to come play new styles of pickleball, and I think many of them haven't seen some of the teams that are going to be here today. So I think there is a potential for some big upsets today and some great matches.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, in that a lot of these teams, when we get a little further along in this bracket, will have familiarity with each other from potentially this competition in the past or other super regionals. But at the outset, this Drury team, this Whitewater team, certainly not of a lot of experience with each other. Drury competed in the Texas Super Regional. University of Wisconsin Whitewater did not compete in one of the fall Super Regionals, did, however, last year when it was a little bit closer to them in the spring. We're just about to get things started. Just as a menu for you today, we're going to bring you two matches in our round of 64 here on our championship court. This is the 8-9 matchup in the West region. It'll be followed by the 8-9 matchup in the South region. That will feature 8th-seeded Penn State and 9th-seeded Georgia Tech. Of course, it's a long road for any of the teams that we see victorious this morning, because they have the 1 seed waiting in the wings potentially. You never want to overlook that 16 seed, but more than likely the winner of this match will then have Samford, which is a buzzsaw as the 1 seed. They're taking on number 16 Arkansas. And then already we look ahead. That's what we do. We're bracketologists, Max Nadal. That's, in fact, what we are, as you look ahead to some of the firepower we might have later on, because we'll also have two matches for you in the round of 32, a couple in the round of 16, and then, like I said, we'll get down to our final four as we work into the evening hours tonight. Final introductions of the teams, final moments of consultation, and again, as you look at body language, that's something that we'll have an eye on early on in terms of the nerve factor.
Yeah, for sure.
It's Kyle Morris just off screen. He's hopping on 1 foot. It's always interesting to see the different stretching routines and the superstitions that these college student athletes carry with them into competition. I've seen them now at 5 different venues, some inside, some outside, some very hot, some not at all, and to this super spectacle here today. But they always carry those same superstitions with them.
They sure do, yeah. It looks like they did a little bit of talking together as a team, talking some strategy, seeing what they want to do. And I think they have a plan in place. Now it's just about execution, and we'll see how they go out and perform.
See all the wonderful sponsors there on our backlit wall, the championship court, that have traveled the country with us. This is the culmination of 9 super regionals contested, with 4 back in the spring, 5 just coming off a rapid fire tour that started in Port St. Lucie, Florida, through Virginia Beach, Virginia, Henderson, Nevada, just outside Las Vegas, Houston, Texas, and a couple of weeks ago in Phoenix, Arizona. We are off. The serve belonged to Wisconsin Whitewater, and that is, again, Sarah Sawinski in the all-black for the Warhawks. First point, however, will be earned by Matas Martin and the Drury Panthers.
Looks to be some early nerves here from Whitewater.
Yeah, I think Ulsit thought Sawinski was going to take that with her forehand. Sped up on the two-hand backhand just a little bit. So a quick 2-0 start for Drury, again located in Springfield, Missouri. Accredited program at that fine university. Their head coach, Jared Smith, you see him, he's right on the net line. He's not missing anything this morning, Max. And Sawinski establishes herself.
There you see that forehand coming in. I think it's going to be important to try and stay away from that forehand early on.
Look at the balance from Sawinski as we took another look at it. That was a phenomenal shot by Olset, just to get there and then to send it on a wicked angle. First 2 to Drury, last 2 to Whitewater. Early stages of our opening match, round of 64. Sawinski took her eyes off of it, but earlier in that point, Max, you saw her starting to dominate the real estate of the court.
Absolutely. I thought the point construction was done really well there. The lob set up the point for her there. Unfortunate miss, but
Drury trying to play that point in the direction of Olset.
beautiful shot down the line there.
Yeah, Matas Martin, you beat me to it. I was very impressed with her play down at Pala Pickleball outside of Houston. Excellent depth, piercing shot from Sawinski. Kind of the feeling out process here, Max.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get a little bit of a feel here. I think they're going to look to try and stay away from that Sawinski forehand.
Great read by Sawinski. She
Great
read it
job
with her
by
eyes and her
Olset to
feet.
call her off of that one. She was yelling at her to stay out of the way.
That's just so hard to do, particularly when it's elevated to the forehand side. Sawinski able to play their way back into that point.
I love the patience there by Whitewater. They were taking their time, working their way up to the net, not rushing anything, really allowing themselves to get into the point. Look at the defense here by Whitewater.
And Olset with the morning's first flash of emotion, and rightfully so.
You see the momentum turning for Whitewater here.
Momentum and rally scoring just so fleeting. You have just exceptional points constructed and defended, and then just a loose drop.
Yep.
Oh, splendid shot by Samberger.
The momentum can shift so quick in rally scoring. You're never really too far behind in rally scoring. There's always a way to come back and get a few quick points.
And particularly with the score freeze in place, which it will be throughout the course of our competition. For the uneducated in terms of that, once you reach game or match point, as it were, have to win on your serve. Also opens the door to some larger comebacks in this race to 21 format. Dreambreaker rules are also in place if the first 4 games are split. However, unlike pool play, will not complete the ledger if a team clinches by winning the first 3 games or wins it 3-1. We will not continue. It's going to be a long day for the teams that are successful today, Max.
It sure will, especially if they end up having to play a few Dream Breakers. They're going to have quite a few matches going into the later afternoon of this day.
It was a slick take by Matas Martin. Do you see it again? Olsted has stood her ground very well, but you see, Max, at times some inconsistency in what you would deem some of the easier shots.
Yeah, just a few loose errors here, and those are the things that are just tough at the start of the game. You're trying to get a feel for your opponents, trying to get a feel for the environment. It's a different environment than many of them have ever played in.
You saw Sandberger maybe fall victim to that there, 9-all. The lead back to Drury after Whitewater had claimed a 2-point advantage. This one has really rocked back and forth.
Drury, they're able to have some patience and work their way up to the net. I think that's what it's going to take to really do well in this match.
So the first to 11 is Drury. We're off and running in Dallas. Action continues, women's doubles in our 8-9 matchup out of the West region, and Drury, who had grabbed a little slice of momentum prior to that end change, has added 2 points to it, and this is that precarious part of the game, and right as I say that, an easy one on miscommunication for Whitewater. They needed it.
Yeah, so important is partner communication. Really down the middle, you got to be able to communicate and find out who's going to be taking that ball. But I think what's going to be important going into this second half of this match is who's going to be able to get to the net on the offensive side. I think we've seen some loose thirds, high balls, and these teams are really getting stuck at the baseline. I think who's going to be able to come up to the net is going to be able to win this match here and control the kitchen line.
On this particular point, it is Whitewater, but an overswing from Sawinski. University of Wisconsin Whitewater, I mentioned, about an hour south of Madison, Wisconsin. Wisconsin Badgers, by the way, are in this field. I saw them warming up earlier today, Max. Early favorite for top uniform. They've got the old school striped pants with the red and white, or shorts, I should say. They look like the Indiana Hoosiers basketball warm-ups from back way before your day.
I love it. I haven't been able to see them today. I'm excited to see those uniforms on.
That was a dastardly little shot from Olseth there, had Montes Martin confounded.
A little off-speed way to keep it low with some topspin, dropped right under her paddle.
It's 16-11 for the women of Drury. Saw Sandberger struggle a bit with that backhand volley in Texas. She's been much cleaner with it this morning until that moment.
Great forehand volley, great angle. Keep it out of play and keep it away from Sawinski.
University of Virginia, your defending national champion. They are in the field as a 2 seed. Look at some of the teams we may look at later. There's some confusion there as to whether that was called out or not. So nonchalant put away by Sawinski. The call was actually in on the serve return. All the players had kind of stopped playing. I think Sandberger thought her partner Montes Martin was going to call it out. So 13-17.
Ball coming off the net there. The defense was looking good. Unfortunately, the ball hits the net, creates a little bit of a weird spin. Sawinski not able to pick that one up.
You see Whitewater kind of lobbing those defensive shots rather than trying to hit the very difficult tight to the net reset.
What an angle there by Sawinski. Really able to take that on a hard, sharp angle, not giving them a chance to return that one.
Yeah, I like it. You saw it, didn't hear it right there. And she yelled "me" very loudly. Will allow Olsen the knowledge to scoot to the side.
They really are playing those high thirds, giving some lobs, trying to see if Drury's going to be able to put away these overheads. A really defensive strategy early on for both teams.
And that time, Matas Martin sent it long, 15-18. And that curls in for Ulstead, 16-18. Actually in by a good margin. Facial expression from Matas Martin, priceless. How did I let that go by? Excellent patience from Samberger to go on the angle rather than with the ferocity.
You see the score getting close to the end here. I think it'll be interesting to see who's going to tighten up here, who's going to play loose and give all their effort here.
See, and I mentioned it a couple points back, Whitewater kind of going with that lofted attempt on the defense. Matas Martin there with an exquisite reset that got her to the net and then got her into an attacking position, Max.
Yeah, I think that's really the key here is who's going to be able to get to the net on their offensive side.
It's game point. And it's game over. Drury and the Panthers take women's doubles 21-16. Max, we saw them seize momentum in the middle of the game on the end change. They do not give it back. So 1-0 for Drury. Men's doubles on deck from the DUPR Collegiate National Championship, which we proudly bring you all throughout the day.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours. Because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
Championship court of the DUPR Collegiate National Championship as we are off in the round of 64 this morning from Brookhaven Country Club, Farmers Branch, Texas. Host all week long and then some of the Lapiplasty Pickleball World Championships. You walk down the boulevard, as they call it here, and you've got all the sights and sounds, musical stages, VIP tents, viewing stages, all the concessions you could want, and of course championship court inside, center court outside for all that is to come throughout the course of the week. And in the first 2 days, we'll crown a national championship as we look at the men's warm-ups for gender doubles for Drury and the University of Wisconsin Whitewater. We'll start with Drury holding a 1-game-to-none lead. That's Will Lieberman, and Will Lieberman for Drury has his back to you right now, carrying the DUPR 4.776 in that green hat and gray shorts. His partner facing you in the Drury Panthers shirt, Kyle Morris, the lefty. The DUPR of 4.586 saw this tandem down at Pala Pickleball in Houston. They are a dynamic duo, and with the 1-game-to-none lead, Max, I expect them to play free, and I'll get your thoughts on that in just a second as they take on this tandem from the University of Wisconsin at Whitewater, Colton Thielman with that 5.267 DUPR. Thielman right now with that backwards white cap, getting the shoelaces ready to go. His partner, Jordan Oakes. Oakes, nearly a 5.0, 4.89 in that DUPR rating. It is Oakes in the purple shorts and the awesome hair. No comments on the hair?
I love the hair. He's beautiful hair. He had a hat on earlier. I didn't get to see the full effect, but now he's just got the headband on. You get to see the flowing hair. And I'm excited to see that in works. But I think Drury comes in here with a little bit of confidence, having their women's doubles match out of the way. They're up 1-0. It'll be exciting to see how they handle that.
The first point will belong to the Warhawks of Wisconsin Whitewater. Jordan Oakes, fine drop there. Slid up the paddle of Lieberman. Yeah, I agree with you. I think they'll play free with women's doubles in their pocket. Well-timed speed up from Morris.
It's a unique dynamic when you have a lefty and a righty here. If your communication is really good, it can be a huge advantage for you to have those forehands in the middle. But if the communication lacks, it's tough to decide who's going to take that forehand in the middle.
An effort from Lieberman was a little elevated. Oakes tried to jump on it to his detriment. Now Oakes wildly sends that along, and Drury snatches 3 quick points. What a block from Jordan Oakes earlier in that sequence right there.
Beautiful point there, and the misdirection here going down the line. He just didn't quite see that coming there.
I was about to say it was an excellent speed up from Lieberman, and it was. Guess both things can be true.
That's true. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I thought it was going to be a winner, but Jordan Oakes there just to defend it so well.
And as we expected, Drury has been the aggressor thus far. They've been picking up the pace.
They've been coming out firing, both of them with 2-hand backhand speed ups.
And that's long, great read by Kyle Morris. And to this point, don't want to put the jinx on, but the drops, the thirds, have been outstanding for Drury.
Yeah, they've really been playing a drive on the third and then a nice reset on the fifth as they work their way up. And they've been able to control this kitchen line. That hits him in the shoulder there in the hair. That's the downfall of the long hair there. Sometimes it gets caught by the ball.
Wow. Yes, it did. Talk about that in football sometimes. Tackled by the hair. I think it's still worth it.
Yeah, if you look that good with it, might be worth keeping around. Very aggressive play there from Kyle Morris, not able to complete it.
Yeah, I like it from Morris and Lieberman right now. I like this attacking style. Great read as again Lieberman goes hunting and this time missed his prey.
I do like the speed ups. I like the aggression from Drury, trying to keep the momentum on their side. Sometimes when you're in that aggressive state, though, you make some poor decisions, and there was one of them. But I think if they can keep the aggression and try to be smart with it, I think it could be a big advantage for them.
But a service error, and that's the cardinal sin, of course, in rally scoring.
Can't give up those free points.
Wow.
And you see 2 of them in a row. Gives it right back.
Enter the holiday season, the gift reciprocated immediately, and you saw the smirk there from Kyle Morris. He knew he got away with one.
Yeah.
And now we're just passing out presents all over the place. Set that up well, and you could hear him here courtside say it was so there. It was. Sometimes when it's so there, you overhit it.
Overhit it a little bit too much there, not enough topspin. A few loose points here from Drury, and we're back to 8-9.
Back to 8-9, and I think Thielman really itching to get himself more involved as Drury has pressed the action onto Oaks. Thielman again, backwards white cap. Highest DUPR among this quartet. 9-10.
Lieberman with a few missed thirds on the last few. I think they'll be looking to target those thirds until he's able to clean those up.
But it's the third on the drive that goes wanting for Thielman, and as it was in women's doubles, which Drury captured. It's a 2-point affair on the end change. Our opening match continues in a moment. For Drury, it is their serve, and more specifically, it's the serve of Will Lieberman. And there's Thielman getting himself involved.
Both teams strategizing over the break there. Let's see how they adjust and come back into this match.
Yeah, I like the expressions and the back and forth for the Warhawks. You saw them just kind of laughing, joking around despite being down a couple.
Yeah, trying to get comfortable with the situation, get the nerves out.
Yeah, it was the shot 2 prior from the Warhawks that allowed this opportunity. That one.
Thielman there is getting a little bit iced out, so when you do see a ball, sometimes you feel pressure to make something happen when you haven't been seeing many of the balls, so sometimes it leads to some errors on that side.
11-13 coming back to the Warhawks. Jordan Oaks coming over and encouraging his partner Colton Thielman. Couple in a row for Whitewater. Pro XR pickleball on the back of Jordan Oaks, sponsor of Warhawk Pickleball. Oh,
wow.
That'll get you going.
See some emotion there. I think that could be a big momentum shift here. They bring it back to 13 all, tied game, and momentum with the Warhawks.
Look at that patience from Jordan Oaks. He needed that extra millisecond for the angle. Point of the match
Wow.
thus far goes to Drury.
Drury using all of the court there. Whitewater able to defend many of those shots.
14-13. It's been a nip and tuck men's doubles game thus far, and we're square again. You can see the roles on this Whitewater team, Max. It is Oaks who's the energizer, and Thielman is kind of the steady presence on the left side.
Absolutely. You see Jordan Oaks getting into this match. The nerves are off a little bit. I think he's really feeling this match, getting himself into it, and also getting his partner back into this match.
Yeah, Lieberman, 1, 2, 3, let's go the other way, and that's successful. But what was most impressive was his ability to lean his body out over the line without foot faulting.
Great leave.
Whitewater has the lead. Come on, is the message from Jordan Oaks. Short return there from Morris, and I think Thielman was second-guessing his decision to play that third soft.
Jordan Oaks is really getting Colton into this match here. He's keeping him energized and ready, playing his part.
Thielman needs to be calmed down right now. Oaks playing that role, does precisely that. 17-16, tense moment on a grand stage here at the DUPR Collegiate National Championship.
I think sometimes these teams forget they have timeouts that can be used in certain moments. It'll be interesting to see how these teams are able to utilize timeouts and change momentum throughout these matches today.
Yeah, to your point, no timeouts taken in women's doubles, none taken thus far here in men's, and it's Drury that snatches a slight lead back. Every point crucial now. Saw Morris clean up his own mess earlier in that point. That's the separator at this level.
Yeah, beautiful speed up there, way to control the point. It was really a 1-2 punch. He wasn't going for the win with the first speed up, but he gets set up for the nice put away at the end there.
19-17. Oaks called that out. Let's take a look.
Drury doesn't like the call.
Don't like to play referee, but
Tough angle from where that camera was. It's hard to see when you're on this side of the line.
best response is to play your way successfully through it, but that climbed up on the paddle of Lieberman, and now it's 19-all.
This is where the separation will be. It's who can handle these big moments coming towards the end of the game. It can really go either way at this point.
Oh no. See, Morris was gonna come towards Thielman and changed his mind at the last second. Game point for Whitewater.
So tough to close it out in these moments. Once you get to 20, you are frozen. Not much to come back here, but 2019. Feeling the pressure.
20-all.
As you see there by Jordan Oaks, just a missed drop.
again, it's the speed up from Lieberman that gets Morris the opportunity, despite it being blocked by Oaks.
I love the aggression there by Lieberman, still playing his game, even in the tight moments, doesn't give in to the pressure, still goes for what he thinks is the right shot.
Game point. Did Lieberman really just pull the lob out of the bag in the biggest moment of the morning?
Lob out of the bag, and I think Jordan Oaks thought he was Thielemann was going to take that shot, but he didn't, so he was stuck at the baseline in an awkward position.
Wow, steel nerves early in the morning for the Drury Panthers, sitting on a 2-game lead.
What's your DUPR?
John Laser, Max Nadal bringing you back to championship court inside Brookhaven Country Club and the DUPR Collegiate National Championship. Our 8-9 matchup out of the chute this morning in the West region is again starting with 64 teams this morning, working our way all the way down to a Final Four, and we'll be back with you tomorrow for the semifinals and to crown a national championship. But we're early on that road to the Final Four, but it has been a strong start for Drury as they have grabbed both women's and men's doubles. And Max, now we look at the mixed selections here as Drury, as you see, will send out Kyle Morris and Ava Samberger, and they will be matched by Jordan Oaks and Ashley Olsett. We saw these four come out. You said interesting. Why did you say that?
I think it's interesting because I think Jordan Oaks was the target of the last match, but they sent him out first here to try and take on this mixed match. I think you try to put your best player in first to really stop the clinch, because in this, if you go up 3-0, it's over. So Drury really looking to finish the match here, but Whitewater looking to stay in it. And we'll see if Jordan Oaks is able to motivate his team, keep that hype up, and see if they can get a win here to keep the match rolling.
Yeah, based upon DUPR, of course, Colton Thielemann the stronger player for the Warhawks and also playing that left side. But I think of the two, in their normal games, Oaks probably played above his level in that game. I thought he played very nice pickleball, closely contested, and he certainly maybe has the better mental balance at the moment. Meanwhile, for Drury, I find their mixed teams to be very balanced. It's not a heavily stronger pairing, so Morris and Sandberger certainly have the capability of getting this done. Sometimes it's the softest punch that hurts the most.
It's true. You get a unique balance here when you got a lefty on the court in mixed doubles. It just changes the strategy a little bit because you put the men and women in front of each other. You're used to dinking and targeting cross court, but here they're going to have to play straight up on the women's side, and then the men are able to go cross court at the girls.
2-0 start for Drury. Winner on to face the winner of Samford and Arkansas. Samford, the top seed in this West region. We'll have the 8-9 matchup up next for you here on our championship court out of the South region. That is the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Saw Georgia Tech our first stop this fall in Florida. They have a dynamic tandem on the men's side, Eli Eliason and Jake Cornwall. And later on, we get into the thick of it at the round of 32, Sweet 16, and the Elite Eight.
Exciting matches coming up here. Really, Drury playing pretty loose here, up 5-1. They have the 2-0 lead in the games. Let's see if Whitewater can pull it together here and make something happen.
Starting to get some reports of other action around our sprawling complex here, and you need a sprawling complex to host a field of this size. And that's wide for Ulset. 6-2 for Drury, but the defending champion Wahoos, the Cavaliers of the University of Virginia, first into the round of 32. The 2 seed in this West region dispatches North Texas. Straight games, 5-10 and 4. So Cavaliers hoping to once again be a big part of the conversation this year after their dramatic victory a year ago over North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina has really seemingly been the team to beat for the last few years. They started out having Colin Schick on their team, who was a leader for them in 2022. They were the national champions. You thought really they were the favorite coming into 2023, but Virginia came in and really brought a lot of energy to that tournament, and they were able to pull off the upset there. So it'll be interesting to see how they continue to use that energy that they bring always to tournaments and see if they can go back-to-back here.
Sandberger giving the expression, nothing we could have done about that. 5-7, Whitewater trying to hang in there here in mixed doubles number 1. Yeah, Virginia will have a say, North Carolina have a say, but your home state of Utah going to have more than a state. Got Utah State, the Aggies, with a collective DUPR above 20, 20.238. Then you got your alma mater, Utah Tech, the Trailblazers, 21.271. That's the highest collective DUPR in the field. Utah Valley, 20.959.
Yeah, Utah really a big state for pickleball. It's grown so much there, and a lot of talent is coming out of Utah. You see it in the collegiate pickleball space. So many different schools in Utah there with a lot of great players, and they really have some depth from those schools.
Look at this gorgeous shot from Jordan Oaks. Slice you very much.
Way to play that whole court there. He's able to drop it short. Beautiful from Jordan Oaks.
But yeah, you're absolutely right about Utah. Of course, this entire Pickleball World Championship has the Utah flair to it. Just wide. Also didn't think so.
They look at it for a little bit and then decide out. A little bit of a late call there.
It was close, but that was the right call. Excellent look at it again. Speaking of Utah, our guy Keith Maynard giving us all those excellent looks. Sandberger just swinging away, and this was the Sandberger we were hoping to see in Texas.
Powerful forehand overhead. Jordan Oaks opts for the lob on that play, maybe not the right move.
Drury trying to sweep their way into the round of 32. Morris a little short on that drop. Here, Coach Jared Smith encouraging Kyle Morris. Chatted with Coach Smith a little bit down in Houston, and he, like most people in collegiate pickleball, sees the opportunities ahead for this game, but is also still in that appreciation stage as you appreciate that put away from Morris, and the end change triggered. Drury up 2-0, trying to sweep their way into the round of 32. Drury with the lead as we change ends. That's been a constant, Max. It has been just a couple of points in women's and men's doubles, now 4 points. And to their credit, they have done a good job of playing from the front.
Yeah, I think once they got that women's win at the start there, let them get up 1-0, they've really kept the momentum on their side and held strong to that.
That's the second return error of this game from Oaks. You saw the pained expression from Jordan because that race to 21, you just can't give away points. Particularly when you're playing a guy like Kyle Morris.
Yeah, who's able to step in like that and rip that forehand. John, what do you think Whitewater needs to do to really get back into this match and try to save this match from going to a clean sweep?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a tactical change. It's an execution issue right now, isn't it?
I think so. It really is. And I think it really just plays into Drury. They're just so consistent across the board. They have such an even playing field across their 4 players. There's not really a target for them. So I don't know what the strategy is for Whitewater. It's just a tough spot to be in where you have such 4 solid players that there's not a great option to go to.
Went for the half-tweener, did Oaks, and things are getting worse for Whitewater. He's laughing to himself. Hey, listen, even if Whitewater does get swept here, what a memory this is going to be for a Building Warhawk program back in Whitewater, right out of the box. First ever game or match on championship court here on our PPA YouTube channel. And
absolutely. It's always an experience to come here, be with all of these students. 500 teams, 500 students here today. 64 teams. There's a challenger league going on. The environment is so awesome. It's such a fun time to be here with all of these students, and really an experience that you'll remember for the rest of your life.
Largest collegiate pickleball event ever by a wide margin. Setting records all the way through those 9 DUPR Collegiate Super Regionals. The first thing I walked down to the hotel lobby today, I had a Uber on the way. Jacob Smith and the rest of the crew from DUPR was there. And first thing Jacob said was, "Good morning. 500 kids is a lot."
I think they're feeling that here today, trying to manage all of these students, but they've done a great job. The atmosphere is awesome here. The setup is great.
That slides just a little wide on Sandberger. Should have followed the shot prior, more than likely.
Yeah, that Sandberger reset before that was actually a great shot. She should have followed that in and created some pressure, but opts to stay back and doesn't turn out great.
16-10. That's in. Jordan Oaks says, yeah, I thought he had missed it too, and I think
thought he
Morris
did
as well. 17-10, the Panthers closing in. Too early for puns like the Panthers are on the prowl, but stay with Max and I till 8 o'clock. Everything's on the table.
18-10 here. They're really commanding this lead. It doesn't look like Whitewater's in a position to make the comeback here. Body language is a little low on that side at the moment.
Oh, and that's the shot that Oaks has been so proficient with. And you see him give the thumbs up. Great get to Kyle Morris. Probably didn't need to try to do quite that much, and maybe that will be a microcosm of this match as a whole.
What you haven't really seen in this match yet is the team on the sideline really getting into it. I think that's something to look forward to in the rest of these matches, is the team on the side can really make a big difference with the energy on the court. And it's something that hasn't really been utilized quite yet in the matches.
Sandberger played right into the Hornets' nest there. Jordan Oaks still having fun despite trailing 2 games to none.
You got to appreciate that.
Yeah, he was the first one on the court, as taken now by Morris to match point, and he was enjoying the warm-ups, had the beats on, and you could tell, soaking in the experience, and you love that.
Absolutely, and he's got the hair to match the experience, looking good out here, having fun.
Yep. Match point, though. And a victor will wait at least a couple of points. Hunter Iono rapidly becoming the most valuable player on this crew. Well, actually second to Keaton Maynard. Keith Maynard, as it turns out, does not exist. My bad on that.
Kyle Morris with a great shot there, going behind him.
All right, match point again. You always want to finish it with a flare. It's not a shot we've seen Morris try, that speed up straight on. Or that drive straight on.
You always want to finish a flare, but you got to try and avoid it at this moment. I know it's 2014, but with this rally scoring and this freeze at 20, these teams can really come back quick. And once it gets to 2020, you never know what can happen. So you got to try and finish this out when you can.
Match point number 3.
That one flails a little bit long. Great point there. Jordan Oaks giving him the thumbs up.
Yeah, the Panthers made it more difficult on that final point than maybe at any other point, but it's too much Drury as they are past the Warhawks and into the round of 32. The Drury Panthers sweep their way through this 8-9 matchup. We'll see them again. Championship court action comes your way all day long just outside of Dallas and Farmers Branch, Texas, where we present the DUPR Collegiate Nationals. Up next, Penn State, Georgia Tech, 8-9. Coming out of the South.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
What's your DUPR?
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
What's your DUPR?
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
We're true DUPR.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
What's your DUPR?